In this video, I will show you how to automatically create Google Slides presentation from Notion database. So what will happen every time I will add some details into the Notion database item, our automation will automatically pick those details, and using those details, a slide will be generated automatically into our Google Slides application, and the same slide will get sent automatically to the same person whose details I have mentioned into the Notion database item. So if you also want to automate the process of slide creation, then come with me and I will show you how you can set this automation for yourself. Now to automate this process, I'll have to integrate Notion, Google Slides and Gmail application, and I'm going to do that with the Pabbly Connect. It is an integration and automation software, and I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so here you can see I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. And once you will reach to the dashboard, simply click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and firstly provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have provided this name. Basically I have pasted this name as generate Google Slides from Notion automatically. Now click on create, and then you will notice two boxes in front of you. Okay, so these are actually trigger and action. So here trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. I repeat, whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application. So this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. According to our use case, whenever I am adding any new data into the Notion application, then using that data automatically generate a slide into the Google Slides application, then automatically send the very same slide via Gmail application. Okay, so let me select the application. So here I am going to search for the Notion first. All right, after selecting the application, we will choose a trigger event, that is new database item. Okay, you can also read the instructions here that this will trigger when a new item is created in our database. Okay, so what will happen? Firstly, we will integrate Notion with the Pabbly Connect so that Pabbly Connect can capture the details of Notion database. Okay, so simply click on this connect button, then click on add a new connection, click on connect with Notion, and then you will have to provide the access of your Notion application. Well, I am already logged in, so I don't need to provide the access. I am going to provide the permission directly here. And make sure you also provide the access of those pages in which you are about to update the information. So here I have created the page with the name Kids Care. So I have selected that specific page. Or how about I provide the permission to all the pages. Now simply click on allow access, and this is how your Notion application will be connected with Pabbly Connect. Here you can see authorization is also successful. Okay, now after the connection is done, you will have to provide the database ID. So whatever the databases I have created inside my Notion application have started visible here. Let me even show you that. So here you can see I have this Kids Care School and this task details page created. Okay, and the same pages are visible inside our Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Okay, and in this case I'm going to select this Kid Care School pages because I have created this specific page in order to create the slides. All right, and once it is selected, simply click on this button save and send test request, and you will see that the details of your Notion database items will be captured via Pabbly Connect. So here we have the registration number, we have the participant name, we have the email address, competition name and date of participation, and all these information are visible, are available inside our Pabbly Connect dashboard as well. So here you can see we have this registration number, and it is the same registration number. We even have the name of the student, the email address of the student, and we have other details also. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and Notion application is working absolutely fine. Now I'm going to send the same data into the Google Slides application so that using those details I can create a presentation. Okay, so before I selected the Google Slides application here, let me first show you I have created this template with the name participation certificate template. And in this template, whatever the details I want to keep on changing automatically, firstly I'm going to add those details into the form of variable. So how you can add the variables, you just need to add two curly braces and simply provide a value here. So let's say I provide the name something like student name. Okay, so what will happen, this student name will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. All right, this spelling is incorrect, so let me correct the same. Now here I want that whatever the competition name is there, the name of that competition should replace automatically. So how about I add this specific information also into the form of variable. So yes, I have added the same thing into the form of variable, and it should be something like the event name. All right, so this is also done. And lastly, I want that the date should be also replaced. So here I'm going to add another variable, that is the third variable of this template, and it should be date of participation. Okay. Lastly, if you also want to add the current date, you can also keep this value into the form of variable. So how about I give the name something like current date. Alright, so once you have created a certificate template and provided the variables, come back to Pabbly Connect, and then you will have to connect to this Google Slides application with Pabbly Connect. Before that, choose an action event, something like create presentation from template, because in this particular case we are about to create the presentation using a template only. So that is why I have selected the same. Now simply click on connect, simply click on add new connection, and then sign in with Google. Basically you will have to provide the access of your account in which you have created your template. Well, I have already connected with my Google Slides with the Pabbly Connect. So how about I go with this existing connection, and you can also go with the existing connection once you have built this connection in the first time. Okay, so here you can see the authorization is successful and my Google Slides application is connected with the Pabbly Connect. And since we are connected, here you can see whatever the templates I have created into my Google Slides application have started visible here. And in this case, I'm going to select this participation certificate template, because using the same template we are going to generate lots of certificates, lots of presentation. Okay, now it is asking for the title of new presentation. So I want that the registration number of the person and the name of the participant should be the name of our certificate. So how about I provide these two details, basically the combination of these two details. So from where I'm going to provide these details, remember we have just captured the data into the response of our first step, and I don't even need to manually copy this data and paste it here. I'm going to map it, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. You just need to click on this particular field and you will find the same data here in the drop down. Now simply search for your data. So here I'm going to search for the registration number of the person. Okay, so here we have the registration number of the student, and after that I will provide a space, and then I will provide the name of the student, which was something like the demo student. Alright, so make sure that you always search for those things in this particular search bar. Okay, so here I'm going to search for the name of the student, and here we have the name of the student, that is demo student. Well, it is just a random name. Okay, so this is going to be the new presentation name, that is P101 demo student. And now you must be thinking that what is this mapping? So whatever the details you want to keep on changing, automatically you'll have to map those details. And just in case if you are going to provide any detail here manually like this, that detail will remain same. So I repeat, whatever the details you want to keep on changing, automatically make sure that you map those details. Okay, so basically what will happen, whenever you will add the data of the new person, firstly Pabbly Connect will capture those details inside its dashboard, and then that new detail will replace these existing values which I have mapped into this specific field. Okay, further it is asking for the location of the presentation, basically whatever the slide, whatever the presentation we are about to create, where exactly it should create. So here you can see into my Google Drive I have created lots of folder, and I have specifically created this all all latest files and designs. Basically, I want that all the presentation, all the certificates of the students should be saved into this specific folder. So I'm going to select the same folder, that is all latest files and designs. So here you can see all the name of the folders are visible here since we are connected, and I have also selected that specific location. Okay, now it is asking for the event name, date of participation, current date, and the student name. So basically these are the same thing which we have kept in the form of variable, and as soon as I'm going to provide the details into these specific fields, the details will be updated automatically inside our Google Slides application, and this is how a presentation will be generated automatically. Okay, so from where exactly I'm going to provide this event name? Remember, we have mentioned this data into the Notion database item. So let me search for the event name, or maybe the competition name. It was the drawing competition. All right, so I have provided the same. Asking for the date of participation, so let us also map the date, which was 2023 4th of April. Okay, so again, sorry, it is 3rd of April. All right, so I have mapped this date as well. Asking for the current date, well, into my Notion database item, into this specific table, I have not added any current date. So how we are going to fetch this current date? Well, Pabbly Connect offers an amazing feature of date and time formatter. Using that specific feature, you can perform various kinds of operation inside your dates, within your dates. Okay, so you will have to add one more extra step before this Google Slides application step. Okay, and search for the date and time formatter feature, and in the action event we will search for the current date. So here you can see I have searched for the current date. Now simply click on this connect button, and you will see the date and time formatter will be connected immediately. Now you just need to provide the format of the date in which you would like to receive the date. So I would like to receive the date into this DDMMYYYY format. So I have selected the same, and I don't want any time response into my date, so I have kept it false. Now simply click on this button, that is save and send test request, and you will see that I will receive automatically the current date. So let me show you. Today is 25th of April, and we have received the same date inside our response into our response. Okay, and now I am going to map this specific date in place of this particular value. But if I'll click on this particular field, you will see that most recent step is not visible here. So basically either I will have to refresh this automation, but if I'll refresh this automation, you will see that the same step will be removed because currently it is not saved. So let me show you an interesting trick. You just need to click on this connect button and then click on the save button once again. This is how your automation will be refreshed automatically, and your recent step data will be also visible here. Okay, so let me show you this once again. If you will click on this particular field, you will find the data here. Okay, so now I'm going to map this current date. Lastly, it is asking for the student name, so let me search for the name, and remember I have provided the name something like demo student. All right, so I have provided all the details, but before I click on this button, that is save and send test request, how about I open the folder, and here you can see currently this folder is blank, and I'm going to click on this button, and you will see the magic that a presentation, a slide, or you can say a certificate will be generated automatically using the very same detail which I have provided into my Notion database item. Okay, so here you can see a slide has been created automatically, and if I will open this slide in front of you, you will see the details has been replaced, and here the name of the student is appear, the current date is also placed automatically, the competition name is also here, and we have the date of the participation as well. Okay, so this is how you can automatically generate the slides. Now another step is we want to send the very same slide to the participant, and the email address of the participant is already mentioned inside our Notion. Okay, so how I am going to do that? Simply click on this plus icon, and then you will have to search for your Gmail application. All right, so let me search for the same. This is the Gmail application, and just like I have connected Notion and Pabbly Connect, and then for the Google Slides and Pabbly Connect, now I'm going to connect this Gmail application with the Pabbly Connect. Alright, in the action event, you'll have to select this send email option. Simply click on connect, then click on add a new connection, and then you will have to provide the access of your Gmail account. And again, I have already provided this connection, so I will go with the existing connection only. And once it is connected, you just need to provide the details one by one, and this is how the mail will get sent automatically. So firstly, it is asking for the recipient email address, and remember, as I have already told you, that you don't need to manually copy the data. Simply click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Let me search for the email address, and here we have the email address, that is demo@pabblytudes.com, asking for the CC and BCC. So I'm going to leave this extra fields blank. Okay, asking for the sender name, so this is something important. So let's say I provide the sender name, something like Pabbly. Asking for the email subject line, so here I will keep the subject line something like hey, and here I will place the name of the student, that is demo student. Okay, hey demo student, your certificate is ready. Okay, how about I go with this particular subject line? Now it is asking for the reply to email content type. Well, we will keep the plain email only. Now it is asking for the email content. So here I'm going to compose an email something like hello demo student, and here instead of providing the name of the student manually, I will map it, then place a comma, place enter, and here you can find your certificate colon, and here I will have to provide the URL of that certificate so that students can easily download that certificate from the email itself. Okay, so from where I'm going to add this URL. Okay, so let me first show you the response of our Google Slides application, which was this, that is Google Slides. Okay, and if I will show you the response of this particular application, you will see we do not have received any URL. So from where I'm going to add the attachment URL, so let me show you a very interesting thing. I have this URL, basically I have this link inside my notepad which I'm going to attach into the description box. You need to just copy this link and you just need to replace this particular presentation ID. I repeat that you just need to replace this presentation ID, and whatever the ID of the presentation you are going to add here, from this particular link you will be able to download that specific file. Okay, so how about I copy this particular presentation ID, and in front of you I'm going to place the same ID here, and then I'm going to open the very same URL into a new tab, and you will see how this slide is actually a downloadable file now. Okay, here you can see we have this file, that is P101 demo student. Alright, so this is how you can make a downloadable link. Okay, so firstly I will suggest you to copy this particular link and then paste it here, that is in place of the attachment URL. Let me show you. Alright, so this is the colon, that is here you can find your certificate, and paste the very same link here. Or let me suggest you one more thing, instead of providing the URL here, you can also place it in place of this attachment field. Okay, so let me do the same. Here I am going to paste this file name, basically the file URL, and in place of this ID I am going to map the ID from my previous response. Alright, so I have firstly deleted it, and then I am going to map the presentation ID from the previous step response. Okay, so I have mapped the same, and this is how a unique URL has been generated, and via this particular URL anyone can easily download the files. It is also asking for the file name, so I would like to keep some unique names. So how about I again provide the registration number and the name of the person, basically the combination of these two things. Okay, so this is my presentation name, basically the registration name. I'm sorry for that. Simply give a space and then map the name of the person, which was demo student. So I think I have provided all the important details. How about I directly click on this button, and then I will show you an email will be arrived automatically, and this is going to be the same presentation. Okay, so let me click on this button, save and send test request, and wait for the response. Alright, so here you can see a response is received, which is clearly saying that the mail has been sent. Come back to my Gmail account and let me refresh and wait for that email to be arrived. And here you can see the email is arrived, and if I will open this email in front of you, this is the same subject line, that is, hey demo student, your certificate is ready. Hello demo student, you have participated in drawing competition. And here you can see the same slide has been received as an attachment along with this particular email, and it is the same slide, and the name of the student has been replaced, the drawing competition name is also placed here, and even the date are also added here automatically. So this is how now onwards, every time you are going to add any detail here into your Notion, the certificates will be generated automatically using the same data, and the same certificate will even get sent automatically to the same person. But for this, you will have to wait for at least 10 hours. Sorry, it should be 8 hours. Why? Because the trigger here is the polling based, and this trigger will check for the new data in every 8 hours. So what will happen, every time the details are updated, you will have to wait for 8 hours. But after that, the certificates will be generated surely and automatically. You just need to set this automation inside Pabbly Connect to once. After that, sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Simply set this automation once and simply add the details here and get your certificates delivered to your students automatically. Just in case, if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my workflow into the description box. You just need to click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this particular automation, this particular workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.